Yeah, they're just making sure you won't have a Jawhead and Joe combo, in which case Joey just doesn't get to play the game, right? Joe is already a bit hard to deal with, you don't want to add more onto that plate. And while Belleric is something that TLID likes to pull out from time to time, it's usually in response to a Joy. So since they're the ones playing it instead, I doubt they'll be going for it. They do lock in the Farsa, so still making sure that they've got that artillery fire on their side. And now they are going to be looking for either Roam or EXP, depending on where this high-lows goes.
I mean, this Khalid got taught, the usuals. What else? I mean, you could. The tickle is still up. They go for the Khalid this game. Feels like there's a chance that this is a widy Khalid. I know he plays plenty of that Khalid roam.
Well, I literally just said earlier that I'm still not the biggest fan of Khalid roam. I think it'll be a lot more effective on a team like TLID, who is already known for being a bit more aggressive in the early game. I think the best way for a Khalid roam to work is to instantly disrupt the jungle at level 1 or 2, but you also don't really want to do that against an alpha.
Yeah, that too. See, Team FLKH, now they get to reveal this last card, right? It's gonna be a gotcha pick.
Let's fight to our heart's
So it's kind of up in the air. The Lucas is completely let through, so it's going to be the Lucas XP for sure.
Lucas has been very hit or miss so far in the challenge season. In the right hands, an absolute pain in the butt to deal with. We saw Kirk just being an unstoppable frontline for Onyx yesterday. But for players who may be less experienced or in the wrong team compositions, he really doesn't end up contributing very much. So let's see if Team Flash can make it work. Him alongside the show and
gap closing and damage that this Lucas provides. So let's see Team FLKH against Team Liquid Indonesia in game 1 of this best of 3. We've got TLID blue side, Team FLKH on the red.
Yesterday when we interviewed King Kong, he said he wanted to meet TLID again, and I would imagine that Team Liquid feel the same way. So a victory here will go very important to instantly qualify into the challenge finals. And I'm curious to see how the early game will go as well for them. With this Khalid, which I've already expressed some doubts about, we can see that he's already playing quite aggressively on Team Flash's half of the jungle and leaning towards the gold lane since he's not going to be able to invade against chma.
Yeah, for sure. Especially, FAVIAN and King Kong. Liquid ID and Onyx Philippines, really good friends. But of course, I know King Kong's objective is just to beat FAVIAN again for the 100th time, which has been the case since the M series. They had this love-hate relationship. We've seen plenty of contests around that. But I do like how Team FLKH, they're trying their best at least to keep up with the rotation, though they would run into FAVIAN in the mid lane.
Whoa!
Yeheskel picks up a first blood.
I think this is something we've been seeing from a lot of junglers in the higher level squads, where they just suddenly rotate through the mid lane when you least expect it. Because roamers and mid laners will generally try... Oh! FAVIAN actually stole that from chma. He's not level 4 yet.
That is going to be unfortunate. But silver lining, chma is still going to hit forward when the turtle spawns. Bad news is that he's going to be a level behind FAVIAN. He's going to get the purple buff. He's not in a rush in any way. Bot side, Lucas getting gone on ATM, forced to retreat. No level 4 for him, and because of that recall, he's going to miss that entire wave as widy soaks up mid side to get closer to his ult. He's going to hit it. Does have the quick set guard to soak up to recover HP. Turtle secured by chma. Aran is just eating up all the damage, and now chma is completely trapped. He's going to go down to widy, and the Cho also falls. Raging Sandstorm does miss, but widy doesn't really care. ATM in the Sacred Beast form will not be able to catch up. In fact, they use the Loy out diversion onto Aran, who has to revitalize, so he will be fine.
They were definitely hoping to catch Widy with that diversion, but instead it was Aran, and Yonzo actually gets picked off by aeronshiki and FAVIAN in the gold lane. So Bruno is already projected to win lane against Moscow. Now it's going to be even worse.
Yeah, in that short span, We've already got 4 kills for Liquid ID. ATM trying to jump into Yehescu. Eudora's pathway laid out by Aran as well. ATM.
Shockwave!
The turret snipes Yehescu and gets out with his life.
Yeah, Heskiel definitely forgot about the beast mode ult for Lucas for a moment there. If he had flew away just a little bit further, it would have been totally fine. But then suddenly that shockwave flies out, bursts him, does just enough damage. Because surprisingly that... Oh, chma?
It does hurt, just like chma feels the pain. And Favian not in just yet. So this is a 2-level lead for Favian. And it is still growing. He's gonna try and steal this camp away. Tai.
Ooh, good kick.
Good kick onto Favian. Pulled back by the duality. He still dashes away in time. ATM has no ultimate to catch up. And Yehescu takes care of Tai. Unfortunately, Aran will zone out ATM. This is just a scrappy fight. Gray uses the diversion to try and catch Favian, but he gets caught himself. Yehescu cashes in on another kill.
I like the initiative by Cray to see if he can catch Favian there, because a kill onto the Joy would be very nice here, but ends up not achieving anything and even throwing his own life in the process. I think he should have stayed in the bush and just recalled instead of trying to walk out. A Team Liquid already with a 3,000 gold lead in 4 minutes.
Yehescu needs to rotate up to the top side. Aeonzo will get out. And ATM, he's now top side. Sacred Beast form. Gonna go for aeronshiki. The shockwave connects, but the damage is not there.
I'm so impressed by the mechanics from aeronshiki there. He was straight up being surrounded and cut off from his team by ATM, but he just times his dash perfectly so that he's able to walk out fine. Like, Team Liquid showing us why they are the M-Series runner-ups here. Team Flash trying to go for aggressive plays, trying to find pickouts wherever they can, but the EXP and gold difference is already leagues apart, and we're only 5 minutes in.
Almost a 1k gold lead per minute average for TLID. Lane swap will happen. You see Cray can come in with a diversion. ATM turns to the Sacred Beast, takes the ball in the face and ends up going down. Tier 1 turret destroyed by aeronshiki, and now the king is online. Tai, the next target on the block. Double kill for aeronshiki. Yehescu cashes in onto Cray, and chma is also dead. Triple kill for aeronshiki.
And 4-0 on the Bruno Berserker's Fury in 5.5 minutes. I think the game is a little bit over.
I hate to agree, but yeah, I think this game is close to being done. But Aaron is not done just yet. He is proxying waves to get the mid tier 1. ATM now is gonna be in the red zone. If Team Flash KH, they just don't have any space to breathe. It's a 7.5k gold lead, 6 minutes in for TLID.
Normally having a 1,000 gold advantage per minute is already an insane lead, and Team Liquid is actually further ahead than that. I have not seen this for a very long time. Team Flash does still have tools to play aggressive, but they're going to be lacking on items and damage quite heavily. Even the diversion with 3 members to try and catch aeronshiki, and he's already aware of it and dashing away. Like, Team Flash, their lineup really doesn't scale too well into the late game. Only Moskov, really. And that's if Aeonzo was actually farming okay. I think we all know he is not farming okay. So, Team Liquid, completely in the driver's seat.
This is gonna be pretty tough for Team Flash KH. I mean, that goalie is still ballooning. And if Aeonzo wants to farm, tough luck, he's not going to be able to get much space. Aran and aeronshiki are going to show up top side. Meanwhile, the Lucas is just not having a game at all. ATM, he sees all these members, he's opening up the map, but there is no way for him to have any impact as of now.
Yep, and another turtle goes over to FAVIAN. Team Flash cannot hold any presence on the map right now. Diversion aggressively, they're looking for Aaron.
Aeronshiki isolated, but not anymore. Widy! With a flicker, Raging Sandstorm saves him, and Yehescu gets a double kill. FAVIAN finds the cash out onto ATM. And Team Liquid ID have a 10k gold lead in 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, at this point, we just have to avert our eyes because this is no longer safe for children viewing, you know? It is such a one-sided massacre, even more so than we saw from Onyx yesterday. I have literally never seen an 11,000 gold advantage at the 8-minute mark. Just look at the difference in items. The cores on Team Liquid are nearly completing their third. Team Flash, some of them don't even have their first.
This is we're teetering on the edge of witnessing a little war crime by TLID. This is this oppression. Like, what do you do, right? TLID, they're not gonna clear the waves. If you want the wave, you gotta walk out of your base. So good luck on doing that if you're Team Flash KH. They are just boxed in.
Favian even went for a holy crystal as a second item because he's just that rich, you know. You usually would get that as a third item, but hey, when you're this far ahead, why? Oh, wishing lantern on Joy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Favian.
You don't have to do that, Favian, but sure. Might as well. What's next? Concentrated energy. Genius 1. You know, we go back to the old Joy playbook.
Just get a second holy crystal.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's just do that as well, you know?
I almost died trying to kick him. Fabian.
Okay, they got him.
Die.
Actually punished.
Woo.
Actual karma at play for once.
I tell you.
At this point, what do you even do? You finally got a shutdown on the enemy Joy, and it barely made a dent in their 10k net worth difference. It's just... It's a little bit disappointing.
At least it's not 11k. It's a 1k gold swing. What, the Lord was stolen by the Spear Destruction? What?
They did! Oh my god, wait! Wow, okay.
Alright, that's another 1k gold swing. We're making progress.
It's slow but steady, right? You gotta commit to the... Uh-oh.
Oh, we go. Widy almost got him.
I was close.
I mean, TLID just pump the brakes a little bit. I think they're definitely having a lot of fun, but 2 unfortunate events in a row. Now we get a bit of a quick reset. Even with that lore steal, it is still an average of almost 1k per minute for TLID in terms of their net worth advantage.
Even after a shutdown on your jungler, the lore being stolen somehow, that's Fear of Destruction. I don't even know if Aeonso intended to do that. He just like chew it. Wondered, okay, let's see if this will do anything, and they actually stole the Lord. If Team Liquid got that Lord, they could have ended the game. Like, Aeonso with that play legitimately saved Team Flash a little bit longer.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like an instant replay, because a run blocked it, and I think the splash damage still got the Lord. Maybe because aeronshiki like aggro it outside, but still, Liquid ID very far ahead, and Widy just got a 4-man set. That is just annihilation. Who cares about the Lord, right? They just wipe them up. So that is going to be triple kill for Favian as Team Liquid ID wipes the floor with Team Flash KH. 11 minutes into a game, almost a 14k goal lead. This game is done and dusted. TLID with game 1.
They're called Team Flash because that's how quickly they disappeared in that base fight right there. Team Liquid, they're showing the world why they are M-Series runner-ups, why they were so close to earning the champion title despite being a lineup composed mostly